Hi, you're with Brian Abbott from ilovesmsf.com and welcome to our daily SMSF strategy session on SMSF PM. Today, I thought I'd take some time to have a look at the SMSF borrowing rules and what the difference is between a repair and improvement, particularly for all those who've already got property inside your fund or looking at getting property inside the fund. This applies for both commercial property, rural property, industrial property, and of course, residential property. Now let's have a look at the basic rules. Under section 67A of the SIS Act, a borrowing by an SMSF trustee can be used to acquire property, generally called a single acquirable asset. At some point in time, I'll come out and give another session on that. But this time we're just looking at repairs or improvements. Now you can also borrow to function or basically pay for repairs of the property. Now, if you're doing a related party loan, because generally banks won't pay for repairs going down the track, but if you're doing a related party loan, and you must make sure it meets the Commissioner's guidelines on related party loans, then in effect you can pull down or draw down from a future credit line for repairs. Again, make sure that the documentation has that in place. However, you can't use borrowing for improvements. So for example, if we buy a property and we knock out a kitchen and put in a brand new kitchen, that is not a repair compared to water damage which may destroy a kitchen and we put in place a new kitchen. Fundamental difference between repairs and improvements, and the Commissioner's got quite extensive rulings on that, so make sure you get good advice on it. But in terms of improvements, we can fund the money from the fund itself, so pay for improvements. However, we've got to be careful that the improvement's not so significant that effectively we have a replacement asset. In fact, the Commissioner comes out and says that you can have in place, for example, a bungalow on a property can be extensively remodeled using the monies of the fund, and that would be considered to be an improvement. But if it goes from a bungalow to 2 apartments or 2 townhouses, that would be a replacement asset, which effectively breaches the law. In fact, section 67B of the SIS Act. So there's amazing opportunities where we do get involved in property, in particular borrowing. Australia is one of the only jurisdictions in the world that allows a family or a small superannuation fund with members' money to borrow to effectively acquire property. So make full use of it, but be careful, good opportunities, but get good advice along the way. It's Grant Abbott from ilovesmsf.com.